We are back. It's PenPen the Vtuber, your VTubing penguin person that's doing this awesome podcast for you all. Today we're going to be covering nice fun bits. And I thought I'd do a nice little structure to how we're going to be doing things for the first time ever, rather than just winging it like a penguin does. Yeah. We're going to be covering about the news about Pokemon Black and White. We're going to cover news about new Pokemon product that came out, Sonic Generations, Shadow, and we're going to cover about Mario Kart as well, because they've hit a massive thing. Go back my convention that went on down at AnimeCon down in London, which was damn awesome, and I freaking loved that. We got to meet so many amazing people, so much, and that's going to be a talking point, big talking point that I'm very excited to do. Also talk about how it went, who I met, and bits like that, and yeah, cover our new segment, which will be Penguin of the Week, which is going to be news about penguins rather than the Pacific penguin, because I found something I found very cool, and I really want to share that. So get ready for another PenPen the NootCast. So we're going to start off with the new Pokemon Black and White, right? So the reason I'm saying about Pokemon Black and White is simple, because we think that there's going to be a Pokemon Black and White remake. It makes perfect sense after doing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl one, and I love the game. Okay, I know everyone's like, I don't like the chibi versions. Okay, I like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and the fact they did it back to how it was, they pretty much copy and pasted it and made it modern, and I like that because I like the two Pokemon games. Okay, I wanted to do a whole topic discussing, does Pokemon just go back to doing 2D because that's what they're good at and that's what works, or maybe build like Octopath where they've got the 3D backgrounds with the 2D sprites and bits like that, because that's something that definitely becoming a lot more apparent in the gaming industry, is this 2D and 3D mix. But that's a whole topic for another day, because I could go on for that one for hours on end, especially after Scarlet Violet and bits like that, okay? But the news is Pokemon is doing a releasing Reshiram and Zekrom and Kyurem, who are three Pokemon that are legendary from the Pokemon Black and White series, into Scarlet Violet as an event thing for the DLC. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But why? Do you get what I'm saying? So Pokemon releases a game every single year, and we had a leak or a rumor that we was going to get Pokemon Black and White, but in the style of Pokemon Arceus, which would make sense because it wasn't a mainline Pokemon game, or it kind of was, but kind of wasn't. It was a very weird sort of in between. So it makes you think, okay, so they've decided, okay, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet doing that, okay, right, fine. You know, DLC, have Zekrom, Reshiram, the big favourite Pokemon that we all love. Okay, cool. Then they tweeted a GIF about, is it GIF or GIF? I can't remember. I'm calling it GIF just to piss people off. Right, they did the two GIFs as tweets on X Twitter, okay? One of them was Reshiram, one of them was Zekrom. Just randomly 2 days ago. So you can see how people are fueling up the rumours. So honestly, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know. And I'll be posting, the tweets will be right here next to me, here, right now, and you can have a read and come to your own conclusion, because how excited would you be to have Pokemon Black and White? If they just ported it over, would you play it? Would you enjoy it? Where's my hand in the way? There we go. Would you play it? Would you enjoy it? Like, I think it'd be incredible because I thoroughly loved Pokemon Black and White. I argue it is the best Pokemon game ever. Because no offense, I don't like open world games. I hate open world games. We seem to be doing open world games and going, oh yeah, we love. Sorry, I hate them. So we're having these open world games, and what annoys me is like Pokemon Arceus. I didn't buy that because it was an open world where there's nothing around. Power World is the exact same. You're giving me this open world, and that's fantastic. What is there? Grass, trees, mountains. Anything else? Nope. I want flourishing cities. I want it to take 30 minutes to walk from one side of the city to the other, and I want the countryside as well. But I want to, get what I'm saying? Surely it can't be that hard to add that many assets. Like, I get Pokemon Scarlet Violet did that, but I didn't quite enjoy that either because all the shops were boring. They were just menus, and that's stupid. So you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? The only game that I found worked with the open world personally was Sonic Frontiers because you had a big open world and you're going very, very fast as Sonic. So Sonic needs lots of space to run because he's a fast character. But that's just me having a moan. That's just me having a moan. So I would love them to do a remake or just port it over. I don't see why we need to remake the game. So I'm quite curious of what your opinions will be about that because I argue, do you need to remake Pokemon games? No, they're good as they are. Do they need to connect to Pokemon Home? Yes. Do we need the event Pokemon? Yes. But I like Pokemon's 2D, so I'm kind of curious what they'll do because Pokemon's in a weird place. If this is right, if this is completely right, and this is more of a conspiracy rather than news, but they definitely posted this over here about Pokemon Black and White. So now I'm quite curious of are we going to get it? Are we going to get his Arceus? Are we going to get a remake like Diamond and Pearl? What is going on in the Pokemon company at the moment? What is Game Freak doing? Or were they just going to get another company to make it like they did with Pokemon by Diamond, Show and Pearl? Because that was not done by Game Freak. I think people get confused. This was not done by Game Freak, that one. So food for thought. Food for thought, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of curious. I want to hear what your thoughts are. And I've got my notes here. Squishmallows. We got 2 Squishmallows that got announced. You got Clefairy and you got Teddy Ursa. And they're just gonna be right here. What? Why? My hand track is not doing good today, so I do apologise if you're watching this. If you're listening to this on Spotify, hi. You can not see what I'm pointing at. But yeah, so the Squishmallows look adorable. I've got the Piplup Squishmallow. It's got a very haunted face. It looks shocked all the time. It's like it's in fear of seeing me. It's hilarious. But they're great plushies. I love them a lot. And to be fair, having Clefairy is a good choice. Clefairy is a beautiful Pokemon that is very underrated, I say. I definitely like Clefairy, and I'm surprised we don't have more Clefairy stuff, you know? Not Pokemon Generations. The next bit of news is Sonic Generations. How many of you saw? How many of you did you see a brand new Sonic game get announced as part of Sony's thing? I did! It's so cool. It looks like an amazing game. Sonic Generations is arguably one of the best Sonic games ever. Okay, if you take off the rose-tinted glasses, it probably is. You know, I still say, oh, Sonic Adventure, oh, Sonic Adventure 2. Okay, I love those games. Sonic Generations is amazing, and it plays up to some of the really cool stuff that we love. But I'm kind of curious of will we be how this game will run because it looks amazing, and it isn't that old of a game. So you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a really, really fun game, and it's going to run well on, especially some of the Steam stuff. The reason I wasn't happy about it coming on Switch was I do question how optimized it will be because Sonic Colors didn't run well on mine. I had to wait like 5 minutes. I could go and make a cup of tea, and then the stage would load. But I am so glad it's coming out on every console. And you know what I'm really excited about? Shadow. They've timed this so damn well because everyone's so excited about the new Sonic film because we're getting Maria. Obviously, they've announced that who they an actor that looks very much like Maria in the Sonic 3 film. I ain't even got it. We all know what's going to happen. I think it's like, yeah. Okay, it's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So it's also awesome timing by Sega to release Sonic Generations and to add Shadow Hedgehog. Big hype, big hype. So that's coming out in August, and I was just really, really happy to see it got announced. You know, that's big, big news. That's huge news, and it's something I want to talk more about because it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. I like Sonic Generations. I love Sonic. What I do wonder is how they're going to merge it. Is this going to be part of Sonic Generations as like a new added thing, or is it going to be like a DLC kind of feel? Like you complete Sonic Generations normally, and then you unlock Shadow Story or something like that. I'm kind of curious how it's going to be integrated as part of the game because you just wonder these things, and I'm very excited to find out because I think it'll work. I think it will work very, very well, and I'm buzzing to find out. So what I don't know what parts we're going to get because obviously they covered a lot about Sonic Shadow on Sonic Adventure and about Shadow in Shadow the Hedgehog, the game. So I'm kind of curious what is covered in the Sonic Generations with Shadow the Hedgehog because we are seeing the bad guy again. I can't remember his name, and we know a bit about the story. We know that Dark Doom gave part of his DNA to create Shadow the Hedgehog, and that's why we got the Egg Colony arc to try and fight against it. Honestly, it's a fascinating. I want to learn more about Shadow, and will we get more story development? Will we learn more about Shadow? Is there new lore things that we're going to have to think about? I'm glad to sip my tea. So I'm kind of curious. I'm very, very curious about where this will go and how Sega will implement it. Because Sega's going to be doing a lot of good things. And I'm very curious to see what Sega will be doing. Because Sega is a very smart company, okay? They have some amazing franchises, and I'm surprised they don't do more with. We obviously saw the hype for Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi being made in the background that we don't know about. Space Channel 5, I want to see more of anyway, but last thing we got was a VR game, and that was pretty good. I liked it. It was a fun old game. But I'm still very, very curious about what we'll see as part of the Sonic Generations thing. I've heard rumors, and I don't know how true this is. I'd have to look this up again. Shadow might be a skin for Sonic in Sonic Superstars. So that game you all played for about an hour or two and just enjoyed it, going, yeah, cool, Sonic game. Shadow might be in that as a skin. So I don't know how true that is. Be worth looking up. Maybe 2024 will be the year of Shadow at the moment with the way we're getting the film and we're getting all this coming out. You never know. You never know. Why does my phone keep turning off? I've got my phone with all. That's it. Mario Kart. Mario Kart I just saw on the news. And it's quite exciting news because it's very much about my favourite game, Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is one of my favourite games. It's one of my favourites. It's definitely the best Mario Kart. It just hit 60 million. 60 million copies. That's insane. That's insane number. I can't comprehend how popular that game is. That's more than a third of Switch owners. What is it? So I think 140 million Nintendo Switches are sold, okay? Just under half own Mario Kart 8 on the Nintendo Switch. How cool is that? How cool? How popular is Mario Kart to be that popular? You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. So I'm just quite excited about that. I just wanted to share that because that's quite cool. But now we go to story of the week. And the story of the week is me at AnimeCon. So I was at AnimeCon. I know I got to see 4 Vtubers minimum. And apparently there was others there who are big famous ones as well, which were undercover, which I think is quite cool, to say the least. I'm just adjusting my mic. Hand track is falling. So good at this. There we go. So, how did it go? It was an adventure. It was a damn cool adventure. So I prepared some stuff for the event. I had my new notebooks out, and it was a good social experience. It was one of the first times I've ever driven to the convention and unloaded and did their proper process, and that was a bit of fun. I enjoyed that. People got to see me with my anime cart. Yes, I own a car with anime carts on. It's called Natasha, and it's cool. Okay, shut up. But it is such a cool event. I loved it. As a person that was visiting, it is probably one of the best cons. If you wanted to visit a convention with your mates, I argue it's definitely one of the best because there was lots going on. There was lots of photo opportunities and bits like that. And I've been finding a lot of conventions being that way. MegaCon, AnimeCon have been fantastic for audiences because, yeah, I think it was so good. It wasn't even too busy. If you wanted to walk around, it wasn't too busy for you to be able to come and enjoy the event and just vibe out to it, you know? Why is that? So I think that was really cool. I loved it. I got to meet 4 VTubers. Okay, so 2 of them were doing a panel. Danny Floss and Poi Boy PNG. And I got to meet them. They were really, really cool people. And it was nice to see VTubers breaking into the real world doing panels, because this is something I've been discussing with another artist recently about trying to get myself to do panels, because table costs are too high for me to. I'm not making enough money at the stall, so I want to try and find ways to still be involved in conventions, because I love meeting everyone. I love being part of something that makes so many people happy, because it really builds me up and makes me so happy that people are so happy to be at these events. So I wanted to shout out to Poi Boy and Dandy Floss, because they're both very cool and I really appreciated them coming to the store, coming to meet me. Apparently, when they saw me on Twitter and went, "We need to go see this person." Hang on, where's the Fumpy voice? We need to go see this penguin VTuber looks so damn cool. We need to go see him. And they did, and that was so cool. I loved it. It made me very, very happy. It made me very proud to be able to do that. And then we had 2 TikTokers. I'll be posting them there on the side as well. I want to do a bit of self-promotion, because everyone deserves a bit of self-promo. If you've made my event like these 2 did and just bring up so much great energy, it makes me happy. It makes me so damn happy to be able to meet other VTubers. It's for me, conventions are such a social event. They make me so happy, and that's why I love doing them, because I get to meet the coolest people ever, and it just I loved it. I flipping loved it. So honestly, it was a fun event. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think people were moaning about the transport issues. Um, they were saying that trains weren't very regular, so I think there was still strikes going on over the weekend, from my understanding. So we had that situation going on. We also had these people were saying trains weren't frequent. Okay, so in UK, in London, trains being frequent is every 5 minutes. Anything other than that is infrequent. The rest of the country, if a train's every half an hour, that's frequent. And this convention was at the Drum Sheds, and the Drum Sheds has a bus service, which was not great. And it also had the train service, which was every half an hour. That's not good enough, unfortunately. And it unfortunately led to people not coming to the event. So I think that may be why it's quiet. Obviously, most of us know about the XL, easy to get to. MegaCon had the issue of the DLR close. So honestly, if the transport things are better and if you go, I'd recommend it, because great people, great artists. There's so many good artists I could rave about for hours, because they inspire me. And when meeting up with these 4 VTubers as well, I felt very inspired. And I did a stream yesterday, so I'm filming this on the Tuesday, and I felt so damn inspired by it all. It really fueled me up, that convention, to really push myself in the VTubing space even more. And I'm so damn proud to be part of a convention that so many people enjoyed and that people wanted to come see me. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I am so happy with it. So we have got more conventions coming up. I'm definitely doing the other MegaCon and definitely doing the other Anime Con. And if you are in London, my last convention in London will be Hyper Japan, so make sure to look out for that event as well. I need to do a whole calendar of conventions I'm gonna meet at, but I'm gonna try the panel thing. If I can get into more conventions, that would be damn cool. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. I'll try to think what else to talk about now. It's like I made a plan of talking about Black and White, Squishmallows, Sonic Generations, Mario Kart, Anime Convention, and obviously Penguin of the Week, and we're up to Penguin of the Week. So I'm going to put out an article, okay? I was looking for I wanted to find out what penguin names was at London Zoo, because I want to go and see them. I want to go say hi to the penguins, because why would you not? Because they're adorable things. And I found this article. So this is Penguin of the Week. The penguins at London Zoo. We have 4 gay penguins. I did not know penguins could be gay. I just didn't know that. So that was quite exciting to me. Like, oh, how cool is that? And London Zoo actually do have a sign up. Let me get the picture up for myself to read. So the article is "Some penguins are gay, get over it." And I thought that was a great title. And they put that as a banner. I found that so cool. How cool is that? So I just had a little moment. Like, oh my god, what was that? Oh, but yes, apparently they have 4 they have the same-sex couples of penguins of Nedja and Zimmer, which are a couple, and Devon Martin, apparently. So I thought that was cool to find out. So the article is on the side here, and I thought that's quite cool. And it's more of a reason to visit London Zoo now, isn't it? I couldn't find out if they named one after me yet. So until we get a bit bigger, then there might be a penguin named PenPen. You know, we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep an eye out. But honestly, that's been all the news that I wanted to cover. To be fair, yeah. So keep an eye out for me on the social medias as per usual, and I'll see you all soon. So if you don't know my socials, I'll try and remember to put them on the side. Otherwise, I'm on PenPen the Vtuber on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So yeah, I'll see you all soon for another NootCast, our weekly podcast every Wednesday at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. at 12 o'clock midday on GMT, whatever it came out today, do it again next week. So have a good evening, have a good day, enjoy another week of awesome gaming, and I'll see you all soon.